So the Detroit Lions just went out and traded for Denzel Mims of the New York Jets, man. This was a future seventh round pick, conditional sent to them, conditional seventh round pick, sent to them to, basically give a guy basically a tryout who was falling below the depth chart, man. Obviously, even last year he struggled to make it up there. I think he had dealt with an injury too, I believe so. Not just that, they had a lot of other receivers that they invested into after he was drafted at pick number 50 a few years ago. So, it's not been the smoothest thing. I think his first year was probably his best year, you can argue. But, he hasn't shown the major, starlight flashes, obviously. But that doesn't always mean anything. If you go back, not to compare us with the Rams, but I believe the Rams traded for Robert Woods from the Buffalo Bills, and I think that he wasn't really quite getting it that well over there as well. I mean, when he got there to LA, he was a whole different player and actually very underrated for a slot receiver. So, yeah, man, although this is a deep threat we're talking about, I'm not saying the same thing is going to happen with Denzel Mims, but I'm just saying he has a chance. I look at this as a depth move with an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Not only does he have an opportunity to go in there and compete and make the roster, he has an opportunity maybe to provide for a future. I think he's about to hit into the final year of his deal, or he got a year left or so. But yeah, this definitely probably going to be the last year of his deal. And this is his chance, not only that, to fight for a roster, but fight for a possible chance for a contract. Not whether it be with us or another team. So he's definitely got something to fight for. Obviously, the Lions go without Jameson Williams due to the whole suspension thing for the first 6 games. And then on your depth chart, you'll just have Marvin Jones. Obviously, you'll have Amon-Ra St. Brown. Obviously, you'll have Khalif Raymond and Josh Reynolds, of course, as your top 4. You can draft Antoine Green in the 7th round, who he'll likely be competing with for one of those spots, man, because, Antoine Green has potential also to probably stretch the field a little bit and do some other things. So it's going to be a good matchup. It's his job to lose, in my opinion. He is a former second-round pick, but that don't always mean anything. If you get outplayed, you get outplayed, but I'm not, I'm saying maybe he will, maybe he won't. You know what I'm saying? If he does outplay, some of the receivers, maybe if it's Antoine Green, it's a close matchup between him, that maybe Green gets waived and we could bring him back to the practice squad and he'll be on the roster, or maybe he just won't make it and he'll get cut and waived and have to fare on his own for another team. So that's just what it comes down to, man. Like I said, it's a depth move to me with a lot of good potential. You know what I'm saying? You have a chance to get a guy on this roster that you can already be as one of your deep threats if something don't work right with some guys, or if he does pan out, and he proves that he can have a future, and he can finally get his career going towards the right. Guess what? Now you got a chance to re-sign a guy for a decent deal without overpaying him, probably, depending on how well he plays if he does make the roster. So that right there clears up a roster spot just in case one of these one-year deals does leave, and now you got a receiver already set, place in motion with the system under his belt. So this is what the opportunity can provide for him. You know what I'm saying? It's not a crazy move to get all hyped and act like we just trade for a star, but it's not a move necessarily to be upset either. I know me personally, I would love a defensive player with any form of help on defense, man, but I understand why the Lions did this, because you got to be sure. You don't want to just go in there assuming. We have had injuries too over the last couple of years at the wide receiver position. So I think giving a guy who's hungry for finally get his chance for real this time with a system that already has proven that we can put up 30 points a game with even guys like Tom Kennedy performing in the game, and without barely any deep threats healthy for you. I believe this is a good opportunity for him. It's kind of crowded in a way, but not quite at the same time. Like I said, if he's really wants it that bad, he's going to have to come in and really get down to work. So that's just what I see for this move. It's a solid move, you know what I'm saying? It's a conditional future 7, so you ain't finna lose sleep over that, or you just crazy. So yeah, this is much better trade to me than Trendy Benson was a few years ago. This is much better, much better. So at least we seen him play in the NFL game. So at the end of the day, man, tell me what you think. You like the move, you don't like it. It is what it is. Also, remember too, man, like I said, he was under that depth chart. So, even when you had bad quarterbacks too, you know what I'm saying? Zach Wilson, Mike White is sort of sus, and then whoever was before that, I think it was Darnold or somebody, and a bunch of backups, you know what I'm saying, that ain't that good. So that's another thing, man. You asking a young receiver now to come in and carry some bums. Ain't nobody DeAndre Hopkins, okay? Not everybody can be that. but that don't mean he doesn't have talent. So I want people to remember that if they feeling down about the move, he's in a stable situation now in Detroit. I know it's hard to believe. He wasn't about to crack the depth chart over there where the Jets are now with Aaron Rodgers and a lot of his homeboys over there that he got there now. So it is what it is. I'm cool with it. So leave in the comment section. Tell me how you feel. It's your boy known as JD313SB. And make sure y'all don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, man. And we got more coming for y'all, man. So just stay up. Go Lions.